Welcome to 9 Mile Road, the official podcast of the Grand Lodge of Virginia, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons. I'm your host, Worshipful Jason Himsey. Each week, we sit down with lodge leaders, scholars, and community guests to explore Masonic history, leadership, lodge best practices, and issues that matter to Masons, and to curious listeners beyond the craft. Whether you're a brother, a family member, or simply interested in what Freemasonry stands for, you're welcome here. Now, let's begin. Hello, I'm Worshipful Jason Himsey, and with me today are Brother Randy Smith, the Chief Executive Officer for the Masonic Home of Virginia, and Brother Robert Atkins, the Vice President of Operations, to discuss MAHOVA in your home. Randy, can you tell us about the genesis of the MAHOVA in your home program?
Yes. First, Jason, thank you for having Robert and I on your podcast and permitting us to present MAHOVA in your home to a much broader audience. For several years, we've had a program to provide services for Masons, their widows, and wives who do not live on or near our campus with a program we formerly called Outreach. We realized that the name of the program did not do justice to the services that we're providing. We have an excellent reputation for care that we deliver both on campus and with our home-based services. And through the efforts of a group of dedicated Masons, we arrived at the more descriptive term, MAHOVA in your home. It's a program that's designed to deliver care and support to Virginia Masons that meets the same standards of what is provided on our Richmond campus, but in your home. We're working to extend our services to all part of Virginia, from the Eastern Shore to Southwest Virginia to Winchester and all points in between. And we'll actually be going around the state talking about this program later next year. Our team is dedicated to going to where the needs of our fraternity are located rather than have them come to Richmond all the time.
That's great. Robert, can you explain the requirements to apply for this program? What is the process once an application is received?
Yeah, so this is a means-based program, so there must be a financial need for support. It does provide care for Master Masons that are in good standing. They have to be over the age of 65. They've had to be a Master Mason for at least 10 years in the last 5 years in the Virginia Masonic Lodge, and it also includes wives and Masonic widows. Once an application is received, our program coordinator, who we have here at the Richmond campus at MAHOVA, they schedule a clinical assessment with the local area agency on aging or a home health company. They actually go out to the applicant's home to complete the assessment. It explains all the clinical needs of the applicant, and that document is then sent to our board of governors at MAHOVA for review and approval. And once approved, we coordinate the care with the agency or the home health company, and we also handle the billing.
Great, thanks. Robert, can you share with us a couple of examples of how MAHOVA in your home has assisted our brethren or widows?
Yes, I'd be glad to. So one of our current participants is a Masonic widow from Southwest Virginia. That's where the program first began. She's been receiving support since 2016. She gets personal care services along with medical supplies and nutritional supplements that are fully covered through the program. I actually spoke to her recently, and she told me that without MAHOVA, she wouldn't have been able to remain in her home, which she's actually been in for more than 60 years. And that kind of stability is exactly what this program is designed to preserve. Additionally, we have another Masonic widow who's been using the program for over 5 years, and she shared a similar story. When she first connected with us, the local agency was actually recommending that she move into a skilled nursing facility. But she had other plans and she wanted to stay in her home. So thanks to the consistent support that was provided through the program, she's not only delayed the need for facility-based care, she's actually shared that her overall health has improved. And she mentions that the companionship that she gets from the caregivers and the encouragement has been a true blessing in her daily life.
Wow, that's sounds like a true blessing to a lot of folks, and a great opportunity for Masons in the Commonwealth to actually live out their obligation. I'm really excited about this. Randy, where can brethren donate to this program?
Well, we are donor supported. We are a non-profit, and so donations are exceptionally important to us for us to support our mission. But in short, yes, you can donate, and this can be accommodated in a number of ways. You can visit our website, which is mahova.com. That's MAHOVA.com, and designate donations to Mahova in Your Home, the Evergreen Fund, which is our broader fund that provides support for both the campus and Mahova in Your Home, or join the 1890 Club, a monthly giving plan of just $18.90 a month. There are other ways you can provide gifts through plan giving, such as designating Mahova as part of your estate, something that actually happens fairly often, or through several other tax advantage giving programs. Donors can designate their gift to a number of places, all of which contribute to our solemn Masonic obligation of caring for Virginia Masons, their wives, and widows. And if you're not web inclined, you can also call us directly at 804-237-6723. That's 804-237-6723. And you'll be connected to someone directly in our development team who can help you, anyone looking for advice or guidance on donations. Donations to Mahova in Your Home from Masons also counts toward the Morlock and Stokes Awards for their lodges. So this is included in those donation totals.
Thank you. Robert, what do you see as the greatest challenges today for those who wish to receive care in their home?
The biggest challenge is access. There's really a big shortage of qualified caregivers to support care in people's homes across the state. And there's also been a reduction in the funding that the local area agencies on aging can access. And so we've seen the impact of these cuts, especially over the last few months. And we've had to get very creative to be sure that we can provide the needed support to our Masonic brethren, their wives and widows.
Thank you for that. Robert, how can individuals contact you to get more information about the program or to apply for assistance?
It's very simple. Just a phone call to our community sales director, Holly Carson, or a visit to our website where you will find an In Your Home tab, which is at the very top, which explains the program and provides contact info via phone or email to Holly.
Great. Randy, what is your vision for the future of the Mahova In Your Home program?
Well, we provide healthcare assistance to between 75 and 100 residents at any given time on our campus. And our desire is to grow enrollment in Mahova in Your Home to cover underserved parts of Virginia and get the word out to all Masons, and more importantly, their wives and widows, of the availability of this support program. It concerns us that many may not be aware of this vital support availability, and some may be struggling to get help without realizing that we're here to assist them in this difficult time of need. And this doesn't always mean that they're enrolling in Mahova in Your Home or moving into the community. We're happy to help anybody that's struggling with these difficulties. Over time, it's possible that we provide care support for as many people outside of our campus as we are currently providing on campus. So we would like to see this move to 75 to 100 or even more. And if anybody is struggling for the need for assistance, just contact us through our website at mahova.com or to Holly Carson, our community sales director, and she'll make sure that they get a response and that we can step in and provide assistance to anybody in need.
Fantastic. And gentlemen, prior to kicking off this podcast this afternoon, we we talked about a point that I think is probably really important for, the brethren in the Commonwealth and those that aren't brethren to understand about MAHOVA, and that's just a level of professionalism that MAHOVA has within the Commonwealth. Can you talk about that for just a minute?
Well, we are surveyed by a couple of state agencies, the Department of Health and the Department of Social Services. And if you take a look at our survey scores, which are state managed, I believe you will find that we are the highest ranking continuing care retirement community in the state. We frequently get feedback from both the state and from other agencies that visit us that they consider us to be the top retirement community in Richmond. We're able to do this through the support of the Brotherhood and many, many Masons, as well as non-Masons who support us through donations, and through the support of our board, who are all dedicated to meeting that solemn obligation, and particularly helping the wives and Masonic widows out there who we may not be aware of and are obviously not in lodge meetings on a regular basis. So getting that word out to that constituency is very important to us.
I appreciate that. I think that is a very important point when we're talking about MAHOVA as a program, because not only are you talking about Masons acting on their obligations to support their widows and orphans and just that caring for the brotherhood and those that we care about in the fraternity, but you're demonstrating empirically that you're an organization that can be trusted, and that any investment that anyone makes into it is going to a good cause, and you're being good stewards with the funding that you're getting. So that's fantastic. I really appreciate it. And I do want to thank you, Brother Randy, and your Brother Robert, for your time to share with the brethren information on this valuable program, MAHOVA in Your Home. And I hope we see a lot of interest in the program over the next year or so.
Well, thank you, Jason. It's been our pleasure.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to be on.
All right, you take care.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of 9 Mile Road, the official podcast of the Grand Lodge of Virginia, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons. If you have questions about today's episode, or if you're interested in learning more about Freemasonry, please visit the Grand Lodge of Virginia online at www.grandlodgeofvirginia.org or explore www.beafreemason.org and complete the I'm Interested form. Until next time, thank you for listening and travel safely.